everyone, how are you doing? I've just finished my final Actors Workshop online series. So if you've been following these videos for the past 4 weeks, don't know why I did that sound. We have been working on one piece for the 4 weeks. So I've had 2 actors working on a duologue, and I've had another actress working on a monologue. And and it's been like a really intimate but very close-knit group, and I feel with the time and space that we've had within the sessions that we've really developed and deepened into our pieces. And that's without even getting heady and talking about analytically what's going on in the scene. We've been finding it viscerally. Of course, we've been talking about connecting to the scene emotionally. We've been talking about what the character wants in a scene and how that translates to us. But also, at the start of the sessions, it's been time and space. We've had a good 30 minutes to really check in with how we all are, how, what's going on for us in our life, how the lessons in our scenes, and the parts that we play, how that is emerging in our own life, and the lessons that we're recognizing. Because, when the lesson finishes, the learnings still percolate throughout your life, especially when you're working quite deeply. And that's one thing that I'm really taking away from this session. Having space to connect and share with one another from a very honest place, and by honest I mean sometimes quite vulnerable. There's an actress today that shared that she's actually not wanted to show up for class, but we find that as we get activated and when we are in the doing, that love and zest comes back. And I think this is an interesting point, because it's that problem that a lot of actors face, the space in between the class, the space in between the doing the good stuff. How can we keep motivated for the spaces in between? So one thing that we looked at today in the last class is I got the actors to run through the scenes completely independently, allowed them to take what they needed, with a little bit of assistance, of course. So if there was confusion, then I would jump in and help, but also to just give you the space to actually, what do I need to take ownership, rather than me as a coach saying, this is how you are going to do it. I mean, essentially that's good, and there's space for that as well, because ultimately we work with directors and we need to be malleable and adaptable. But when we have to be self-sufficient, i.e. creating our own projects, doing a self-tape, so it's good to have the two. And actually, with the actresses working on the scene today, they found liberation with that, to actually run the scene through independently, to also try things out. Because we spoke about when we're doing an audition and our time for preparation is tight, and sometimes we have to go to our toolkit very quickly in auditions to deliver. We might want to draw on what is very familiar to us, what we know works instantly and is activating, but in class, beautiful space to just try something new, to flip the scene in another direction, because essentially there's nothing, you're not there to impress anyone, you know. Class is your space to actually explore and to get things wrong without the fear of people judging you. And I'm also really keen to create that safe space in my classes, because I feel that we should feel safe to make those mistakes, you know, and not have the pressure of getting it right or getting a 10 out of 10 or a 5-star review, you know. Actually, what if we showed up and was willing to get a 1-star review, you know? So it has been really, really amazing to see these guys through the 4 sessions. And, you know, if you're watching this video in real time right now, I'm going to be running some weekly drop-ins. So do reach out to me. I will put my email on the end of this video, and I will hopefully see you in class soon.